got you wrapped around her fingers. She's not scared about making your spine shiver. She's a savage, causing damage. Way up in the clouds, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. When you're up at night, busy with overthinking, she'll be going out looking for her next victim. She's a player, out to play ya. Take some one by one, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop.
She's a savage, savage.
She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker.
She's a savage, savage. She's a savage, savage.
Way up in the clouds, got you wrapped around her fingers. She's not scared about making your spine shiver. She's a savage, causing damage. Way up in the clouds, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. When you're up at night, busy with overthinking, she'll be going out looking for her next victim. She's a player, out to play ya. Take some one by one, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop.
She's a savage, savage.
She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker.
She's a savage, savage.
Welcome in, everybody. And you've got no makeup Karen, tired Karen, protein shake Karen, Charlie, Scorpio, Jack your cork, and thank you for the sub. Yes, energetically, yes, coffee as well. I'm struggling. Scorpio, I'm struggling. Hola, Charlie. Oh, yes, so as you get older, you have more struggle street days, trust me. Enjoy life before 50. And today I've chosen the Hindu morning prayer. Divine Spirit, may all in this world be happy. May they be healthy. May they be comfortable and never miserable. May the rain come down in the proper time. May the earth yield plenty of corn. May the country be free from war. May the Brahmins be secure. Amen. And I know it's a Hindu prayer and I said amen. But prayers, the essence of prayers go beyond a particular faith. And that's my wish for everybody too. And my wish for myself. Because you've got to wish it for yourself. Trust me. Like today, if you don't wish it for yourself, you can't show up for other people. So wish me energy. And Ghostling, I forgot to welcome you in. Welcome in, Ghostling. Charlie, you are up first. Okay, guides, don't confuse me. I'm struggling. My guides are trying to confuse me. Oh, thank you, Scorpio. But Charlie is up first. So, yes, for the first time, you're first. No, it's been a while, Charlie. You have been first before. But my guides are confusing me. So, give me a second. I feel as if you're planning a trip, Charlie. You need a few days break. Just let me know if you're planning to travel, even if it's short. And I'll finish my protein shake. Welcome in, Sylvie. Okay, you're going to make the trip, Charlie. 10 of Pentacles. I like how this is going. I want to say your savings goal, putting money aside, is succeeding. Thank you, Ghostling. I need the big energy. You felt like it wasn't working, Charlie, but I get the sense it is. The world. I get the sense that it is working. The way the world's going, Charlie, you're probably 10 steps ahead of everybody else. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. And there's, in this deck, that's travel. I feel as if it's been a long time since you've done anything for your own pleasure. Yeah. It's been a long time since you've done anything for your own pleasure. The trip is going to come about and you are going to do things that brighten your soul. No one else's, just yours. I feel as if you're saddened by some... I can't say saddened. Disappointed by some news. You're feeling alone because of some news you've got. Okay, I feel, Charlie, you're carrying the burden, you're blaming yourself. And you quickly went into how the world views you. Quickly. And I'll say this, Charlie, you may not get the English of it correct, but I know you watch the VOD. I feel as if you're viewing yourself as unwanted, unattractive, and it shouldn't be, because I'm picking up that there's going to be some news, and I get around the 8th of January. Around the 8th of January, there's going to be some news that will lift your spirits. I'll go away. Okay, I'm glad you got the English of it, Charlie, because I know English, it can sometimes sound harsh to other people. English is one of the hardest languages to learn, trust me. I know other languages, they were easy to learn. And then I started teaching English as a second language. Yeah. Is it Bonito? Bonito. See, my Spanish, I knew it, but because I didn't use it, I forgot it. Now let's see, Charlie. Yeah, the magician. There's news about ongoing stability coming in around the 8th of January. So hopefully that resonates. Oh, thank you, Charlie. I'm self-conscious with other people's languages. I really am, because I insulted somebody in German once. And have never got over it. And I'm talking, that was 30 years ago. That was 30 years ago I insulted somebody in German. And I've never got over it. And that's what I have for you, Charlie. Hopefully it does resonate. Enjoy your trip away. I feel it will boost you. You are bonito. I can't remember the actual sentence. Yes, you can redeem your oracle, Charlie. Scorpio, I can't remember the actual sentence, but it was in German's a very throaty, guttural language. And the k and the j got mixed up. So I actually said the opposite of what I meant. I've got vintage wisdom, Charlie, sign of the times, law of positivism, magic of unicorns, energy and spirit, and the 13th oracle. You get to choose. Sign of the times. Okie dokie. I got 2 fan shuffles and then There we go. The star. That looks like Christmas to me. And I know not everybody celebrates Christmas. Believe it or not, the spiritualist faith as a faith does not celebrate Christmas. However, we do the Christmas tree and dummy presents under the tree or kiddie presents under the tree for spirit children. So there you go. As a holiday, we don't celebrate it. Divine guidance, stars. I'm feeling this is going to resonate. It is summery in Australia at Christmas time. And today's the first day we've actually had sun, heat. I've got clothes on the line to dry. But anyway, looking up at the stars at night can be a magical and almost spiritual experience. They are a reminder that we are all here on a rock, floating in the middle of a mysterious universe. If you are seeking directional guidance, you will receive answers and clarity soon. The human experience is linked to the stars for centuries. Navigators have used them to learn where on Earth. Astronomers have used them to learn where we are in the universe. Astrologers have used them to find us help. I'm going to do that again. Astronomers have used them to help us find our place in both. Right now, you may be unclear on different areas of your life, or wondering why certain things are happening. Spirit is asking you to connect by setting intentions, asking for divine guidance, and looking up for answers. Allow the universe to work its magic by asking from the heart and being open to the answers that come to you. Now, I'm going to add something here. Even if those answers are a no, be open to it. There's a saying that I've always loved, and this is where the German comes in. German and Austria had this saying, and it's expanded when you say it in their language, but English, it is, when God shuts a door, he opens a window. So if the universe shuts a door on you, accept it with an open heart, because the universe will open a window. You will be pointed in the right direction. The stars will tell you where you are. Have faith in yourself. Charlie, this is your card. Have faith in yourself. Clarity on what direction to go next. You may experience vivid dreams. Be optimistic about the future. Stargaze to relax. And Charlie, I really do believe that is your card. And yes, in a quiet time, ask from the heart what you want. But also know that sometimes the universe can say no. Don't question their reason. If they shut a door, they'll open a window to better. And I feel that card was really meant for you. And enjoy the trip away, because I do see you going. Shamanic Awakening, welcome in. Thank you, Charlie. Now, Roma Rave, haven't seen you in ages. Hope all's going well. But all spots are taken. There we go, there is one spot there. Scorpio, you are up next. Okay, Scorpio, I feel as if you've been studying something spiritual. I felt tarot, but it could be anything spiritual. You've actually been studying? Ah. Well, you can let me know, Charlie. I feel you might have done... Yeah, but I feel you might have recently... This is recent. Recently done a reading for yourself, and it was like all yuck cards. I never read for myself because I know I never get anything. Okay. Then let's see what comes up. Jay Carter, so hello. I'm seeing all long timers. This is awesome. I feel as if you're wanting to put more positivity in your energy. You're craving stability. Scorpio, it happened, it happened last week where 2 people joined at the exact millisecond, so I ended up with 6 in the queue. Just as an interesting thing. I thought it was interesting. But I feel you're trying to put more energy into life, but you're craving stability. You're craving certainty. Sinful, welcome in. Okay, the Lovers. Like... No, it's... Seriously, I can't make up reads. You've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is my stable foundation card. I've then got the Lovers, and I've then got the 2 of Cups. I feel as if love is on your mind. Oh, I get that. I've done the slip and slide on... In Australia, we call it black ice, because in the suburbs, we don't really get snow. But I did live in rural Victoria at the foothills of a snow region. And I went sliding on black ice. It's where the dew becomes ice. But yes, stability is important in winter. However, I feel this is more to do with love. Well, I hear you on that, and I high-five you with it too, Scorpio, because I'm struggling as well. We can't control what the universe throws our way. We can control how we react to it. And yeah, I feel as if there's good energy here. You're uncertain about someone because they're slow moving, they're indecisive at the moment. And I want to underline at the moment. Yeah, and it's made you frustrated because you see it as not interested. It's interested. Ace of Wands. It's interested. I know when people move slow, it's confusing. But I do want to say there is interest there. I feel the person that you're attracting has been single for some time. And I would not be at all surprised that that singledom was due to abuse. I'm not talking toxic here. I'm talking fair dinkum illegal. There you go. Give them the time they need. They're scared. They've hermited themselves in terms of not seeking a relationship to protect themselves. So give them the time they need, because I've got the Fool, I've got the Three of Pentacles, I've got the Lovers, I've got the Two of Cups. Everything points to ta-da! Particularly with the Knight of Wands here, but slow. I feel it's pointing to the person that suffered illegal abuse. Yeah, toxicity, it hurts, but there's people that have gone through abusive situations that are illegal. Even within a relationship, it is an illegal act. I feel as if they went through an illegal act. And I don't want to get too on, because it's someone else's energy I'm picking up on. I don't want to get too specific, but I see that this person may have been restrained against their will at the same time as the illegal acts. So, yeah. So just give them the time they need. They're scared. Have fun around them, because I feel like they're social, but they're just not game enough yet to connect. But Scorpio, I know you've got an awesome heart. I don't think you would even want to know. At some point they may reveal. Well, protect yourself. That's number one. But also be aware that, like, I'm like this in public. I've got huge bravado. It doesn't mean I'm fearful of people hurting my heart. And yeah, sometimes I come across as totally jovial, totally nothing bothers me. But that's my public persona. What's going on inside can be totally different. And I do feel for the person I'm picking up on, it's their protection mechanism. They're protecting themselves. Because it was horrible. And anyone they connect with, I feel that they need to know. Okay, which oracle would you like, Scorpio? Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Law of Positivism, Magic of Unicorns, Energy and Spirit. You get the choice. Sign of the Times. I thought it was going to be that. And my guides are giving me an indication it's going to be like slow and steady, similar to Charlie's. Slow and steady, or an anchor. But we'll see. I've said it before and it's never come up, so Okie dokie. My guides didn't like that shuffle one little bit. They told me to slow down. They're taking their time with you, Scorpio, so this is where I wish, Janine, welcome in. This is where I wish I could be like other people and say, oh, that card was supposed to pop out. There we go. Surrender. Water. I feel there's going to be a time of peace or hermit mode type energy. Just looking at the card. In Australia, we would just float on the water. We would just float on the water. But it's summer here, so, well, soon it will be, and we've only just started summer weather today, and then it's going to rain again. Water is a versatile element in the way it flows and takes the shape of whatever container it's placed into. Now is a time to release control and surrender to the pull of the current. Fight the temptation to force a situation or an outcome. You will get the best results by allowing events to play out organically. Be flexible and try to work with any outside elements that come your way. There are also heightened emotions at play when it comes to water. You may find yourself more emotional than usual, but don't try to temper your reactions or numb yourself. Allow the feelings to come and eventually go. This card represents nurturing and replenishing. Go with the flow and take care of yourself at the same time. Ride these waves and see where the tide takes you. Letting go of control is a big one. And as far as the floating on an ice or anything like that, I used to like to make snow angels. As I said, I did live at the foothills of a snow region where I live, in the state where I live. And I used to lay in the snow and make snow angels. So that was my fun. But Scorpio, I do believe that resonates with the read as well. Go with the flow. Just don't force anything. Look after yourself. Keep yourself in a safe space. So don't take on any of their drama. But at the same time, just see where it goes. I believe it will surprise you. I feel you're coming up to a time period where socially you're less likely to interact with this person. So just let me know if that resonates. And I do totally hear you on the making ends meet. I feel, but that's general, I think. Yeah. And just look after yourself. Reward yourself. Okay, Jack your cork. Oh no, Ghostling. There we go. Oh, two people. You're present. Sorry, I hit the next and it was Ghostling. So I do feel as if there's an ad in progress. Thank you, Jack Yorkork. I thought it was you, but Ghostling got in there. Oh, Ghostling was the one that I missed on saying hello to. Hello, Ghostling. Can you understand having some physical aches and pains at the moment? I just have to work out whether it's you or whether I'm picking up on me. My friends, I'm not sure what you mean on that one, but yeah, I'm tuning into your energy, so that's all I'm picking up on. Can you understand physical aches and pains at the moment? Okay, yeah. I had to make sure it wasn't me I was picking up on, but it just came in as soon as I started tuning into your energy, so I had to say it. Well, I'm wishing you healing thoughts. Okay. Can you understand there's someone that you would like to meet again? It's like you met them and there was no exchange of details and you want to bump into them again? Yeah. It could actually be an ex, and yes, I know we are in Mercury retrograde, but I don't put much stock in Mercury retrograde. But there's a heartache that sits with this interaction. So I feel you know the person, but don't. It's like a glance. And it was like, never thought of them that way before. I want to meet them again. Okay. I feel as if it's going to be a time period of 5 where... So 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months where you won't see this person again. But in the meantime, I feel as if... I get the feeling you're entertaining a few. Trying to see who's good, who's bad. That actually reminds me of a little Christmas thing my grandmother used to say. Who's naughty and nice. And it's only a month until Christmas. Can you believe it? It's the 25th of November here in Australia. It's a month until Christmas. I feel as if you're holding yourself back. You're proceeding. I feel as if you have quite a few options and you're proceeding cautiously. Hey, Horse-Drawn Portrait, welcome in. Yeah, you're proceeding cautiously because you want somebody else to invest first. Okay. Just know that a small investment on your part can quicken momentum. Like, it doesn't matter. You can make the first small investment and then see where they take it. But I see you sitting back waiting for somebody to make an investment. By the next full moon, you'll have seen the path forward. How's that? And that's what I have for you, Ghostling. No, thank you. Your ongoing support touches me. Oh, thank you. Even on my no makeup, Karen's exhausted streams. There we go. Jack your cork. And we've got a queue of people waiting to get in, so there you go. Sometimes I wish I could have my guides just do the reads, and there are mediums that do that actually. They go off and have a sleep and their guides do the reads. I wish I was one of them. But then they wouldn't be able to press the buttons on Twitch or, yeah, it'd be really weird. I'm feeling as if you've got a choice to make. You've had 2 invitations for the same date. Two invitations for the same date. Yes, I have. I used to be a hypnotherapist. So, Jack your cork, I just need a yes or a no. Okay, you've already moved the appointment. That's okay. I just got that you had an appointment. 2 appointments on the same day. I want to say, can you understand the meeting tomorrow you don't have confidence in? Suspicious username. Welcome in. Thank you. Yeah, it's like a lack of confidence is coming up about the meeting tomorrow. I'm not sure whether you have to deliver bad news to someone. I get that you may have to let somebody go. And I was in management for a long time. Even if you dislike the person, it's still rough. You don't have any direct reports. Okay. Keep an eye out for it. I feel someone is being let go. It's not you. It's not you. So just want to clarify that. And I feel you know who it is. Yeah. There's a 10 of Pentacles here. I feel it is a nice deck. It's the Dream Keeper's Tarot. I feel as if the monthly meeting or the regular meeting, as you called it, I feel as if there is an announcement of the bonuses, and the bonuses are going to be an improvement. That's only if there's an announcement of the bonuses. Yeah, there's going to be an improvement. Ah, there was an improvement then. If it was announced yesterday, there is an improvement. It's like I saw money raining down. And I want to say, you actually do deserve it. Ah, there you go. It's an improvement. Okay. I feel as if you're getting information coming in like consistently coming in, and you don't know who to believe. It's like, I don't know which one to prioritize. I don't know which one to believe. It's like someone's messing with your head. Only I feel it's not just one person, it's multiple. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm picking this up correctly, but I feel you usually donate some of your bonus to a charity. You've decided not to this year, but it's playing on your conscience. Yeah, you've decided not to this year. I'm glad you don't have guilt. Then what is this? My guides just showed me the year I didn't donate. And it was the year I had to travel. And traveling around Christmas time, as you know, it is expensive to travel around Christmas time because everybody puts up their prices. Necessity rules. I feel as if there is a trip to make towards university friends. The year I didn't donate, Jack York Hawk, I'm going back too far. I'm going back early 2000s. 2000, that's it. It was 2001 and the Bali bombings happened in 2002. You're in uni at that time. Then there's got to be a connection. If my guides are showing me that, there's a connection here. Because I spent a whole year feeling guilty that I hadn't donated, but the Bali bombings happened in early 2002. Was it early? Anyway, I ended up volunteering for that. So I made up my guilt in doing that. Okay. Can you understand someone You actually know what I'm trying to get at. Can you understand hearing of someone becoming unwell? And I'm not sure whether this is family or uni friends. But uni friends do become family after you spend... Well, most of my uni friends I spent 9 years with. Okay, I feel you will hear of this. I do believe there's a social media that you do have that where some universities have their own connect on social media. Other people just use Facebook. Seriously, I haven't looked at my Facebook in ages, so I wouldn't know what's happening, but I feel you will hear of it. It's not serious, so don't take it that way. Was 2005 your graduation year? Yeah, I haven't logged in well, I've got it. There you go. This is related to that, so log into your Facebook, you'll find out. 2005 was your graduation year. You will find out. This is connected to... See, my guides get me to do a roundabout way to land on it. Or is it because I'm tired? And trust me, I have it logged in on the app on my phone and that's it. And I'm not a passive scroller at all. But just a couple of weeks ago, I opened it and found out that a spiritual mentor of mine is now in the spirit world. And I totally skipped it because the only connection I have is Facebook. So, you know, sometimes it's good just to check in every now and again. I hate the new algorithm though, because it used to be that if you got stranded, you could just post on Facebook and your friends would see your post first. And yet now, the algorithm puts all the ads up first and things that you're not even interested in, and they've got to fix that. I remember posting that I'd broken down beside the side of the road. And by the time, I think Americans would call it AAA. In the state I'm in, we call it Vic Road. Not Vic Roads. RACV. Yeah. Road Assistance Victoria. Yes, among the many other transgressions. Look, I switched off Jack Your Cork so long ago it's not funny. And the thing is, as I said, it was probably a few weeks ago, 4 weeks ago or something. And a spiritual mentor of mine had passed away and I didn't know about it. And I would have liked to have at least given my condolences to the family at the time. So it does have a use. Jack Your Cork, they're messing with everybody. Australia has just passed a law that denies people under the age of 16 access. However, we all know people under the age of 16 are tech savvy. They're going to know ways around it. It's like they've already made their Google account date of birth in the future, like so that they're older. They've got ahead of the law before the law was even written. It's like, too late to do something to tech savvy kids. But Jack Your Cork, I feel you will hear about it. I even feel that you're thinking of a particular person now, and I feel as though you might be right. Interesting. Yeah, it's very tough to know too late. And the trouble is, like Jack Your Cork, my uni friends are on Facebook and that's it. My friends that I don't catch up with physically a lot of the times are on my Facebook, and a lot of them don't have any other socials. So, and the one thing that I've always had is I have no family members on socials. So, family members aren't on my socials at all, and that's for their protection. Because I've always been a public figure here in Australia, so, and working in the psychology field as well, anyone with my surname, they can get searched and all of this, and it's like, nah. I'll protect them. But Jack Your Cork, which oracle would you like? I have Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Law of Positivism, Magic of Unicorns, Energy and Spirit. Law of Positivism. Okay, this is Shireen Oberg. I sometimes do argue with some of the things Shireen Oberg says, but each to their own. I will always clarify if I have the knowledge on a topic. But I'm accepting that some people have more knowledge. It's just when I read something that I know is blatantly wrong, I'm going to correct it. No, some of the things that I agree with. But it's always good to have, like, we're coming into where AI is just ridiculously everywhere. I've accepted the fact that even some of my streams may even be AI copied. I don't care if imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. But we've come to that point in technology where we need to verify through multiple sources. Now, I have actually been saying that since Wikipedia, because there's so many incorrect things on Wikipedia. So many incorrect things on Wikipedia. I'm not even going to start. But multiple sources, not just one. Okay. That was me discussing my view of Shireen. Sometimes, yeah, there's imitation, then there's theft, but it's my intellectual copyright. If they want to copy it, copy it. The more people that hear it, the better, don't you think? I'd like the money they get, but, that's beside the point. I don't do it for the... Seriously, I don't do it for the money. Okay, my guides want me to take that one. Life is a dream within a dream. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Life is a dream within a dream. Yeah, this is a reality, mind-bending. I actually feel it's like a really good card for you, though. It's mind-bending for me. What is the difference between the awake and the dream state? When you're dreaming, do you have any recollection of this reality? Is either of these realms more real than the other? We exist in different realities, timelines, and dimensions simultaneously. And our so-called dream state is just another form of existence. Our dreams and sleep state allow us to enter space and time beyond the limitations of this physical experience. This transcendence is so crucial that both animals and humans do this naturally, as part of our soul's path here. Not only is the dream state another form of existence, but it also merges with the beginningness of this current reality. Therefore, in our dreams, we can connect with our higher self, other beings, other people's higher selves, and other worlds. These dreams can entail everything that exists in this reality, and also goes beyond the framework of the earthly world. There are no limitations, and it is an experience, and it is an expansive place to be. Through our dreams, we can find healing, guidance, and support. And you did have the High Priestess in your read, because that's why I was saying I feel you know what I'm talking about here. But yeah, Jack York Hawk, did you study philosophy? No. Your sister did. Can you send a message out to your sister? Because I feel your sister also knows what I'm talking about. Because this is a very philosophical card, and it's deep philosophy. It's like mind-bending philosophy. And that's why I have Cherie Oberg's deck, actually, is it's quite often very philosophical but very on point. I know you love thinking about this stuff, but this is philosophy. It's like we can create a very rich fantasy life, and the lines between fantasy and reality are very blurred at times. But there's an innocence and purity that goes with this. So I've seen what the spirit world can do, Jack York Hawk. So whenever I am not present in my body, other than the dream world, I always make sure that I have a spiritual person with me that knows what to do. You've had similar thoughts the past. You need to start delving into those thoughts. I feel this whole reading's guiding you to delve into those thoughts. to why are we put in certain situations? Why are we exposed to tough experiences? And I remember my grandmother, who was very Catholic, and I admire the strength she gained from her faith. She used to always say that it's not our place to know the will of God. And that would be the same as a spiritualist. It's not my place to know the will of the universe. However, there is a line that blurs. Yet, I don't use the word God. There you go. But I don't use the word God, but my grandmother did. And I've got friends that are from all different faiths, so they have different names for what they would call the God. Science has discovered the God particle, okay? We'll just allow the God particle has been discovered. Doesn't matter what you call it, it's there. I call it the universe, I call it the divine. Other people may call it God, other people may have a different name for it. It is still that principle within life that is random and puts some of us through really deep experiences while other people seem to skip through life and get their own way all the time. And I've often asked myself, but do the ones who skip through life and get their own way all the time value anything? Like, there's things through life where I've had to work through, I've had to... I've had to work through it, I've had to face up to it, and I value the things I've worked for. But professionally, it's shown you, and I can vouch for the fact that society as a whole has changed dramatically, even in the last 5 years. It's almost like we've created a society that thrives on narcissism. If you're not a narcissist, you don't get anywhere. And in saying that, it's put you in a position... Hi, Evelyn, welcome in. Jack York Hawk, I feel as if it's put you in a position for your future success. Yeah, it's like, I feel it's put you in a position for your future success because you'll know how to navigate future situations. And I went through something very similar after a very physically traumatic time in my life. And I fought it through the courts and everything. I fought it. I came out the other end and I was questioning why I was put in that situation. And it actually helps me navigate life now. And like, that's 30 years ago. So for me to learn it 30 years ago and know how to navigate life now is a blessing. And yet, do you think I was thinking it as a blessing at the time? No way. To me, it was the biggest curse I'd ever been given. But also look back on situations you didn't think you'd get through. Sorry, you might hear some sounds in the background. They are renovating houses, so you're still here. You survived them, you can survive this. And that's the way I look at things I go through. Because I've been through some pretty shocking things in my life and I survived them and I'm still here. Yeah. You will survive this one too. And I feel the philosophy of it is where your joy lives at the moment. But please put a call out to your sister. Just to check in. No, thank you, Jackie O'Cork, and thank you for resubbing. It was a weird one for me because I don't know why they took me back to certain years in the past to get the message across. So, weird. But, yes, you're now 20 years graduated. Yay! I won't say how many years I'm graduated, but... Oh, that was a fastest finger first, I can tell you. Oh, and I'm going to have to change this because I'm going to have to include sinful. Because sinful would have joined before Evelyn, and sinful's a sub. So if somebody can actually remind me. Okay, my next disappeared. Sylvie. And I do have to boost Janine. Oh, okay, Sylvie. Can you understand struggling with a sore throat at the moment, Sylvie? Just a yes or a no? No, that's okay, Janine. I didn't say it was your turn for a reading. I just have to boost you in the queue. Because subs get boosted, so... No. Okay. Thank you, Sylvie. I hope you are feeling better, Sylvie. I hope things have improved for you. I want to say I'm getting the energy of a binge watch. I'm getting the energy of a binge watch, as in binge watching. I feel like more DVD than streaming, but it could be streaming. Jimmy, it's not a subtle thing. You've been a sub before. Queue is still open, but it's full. It's full. And Jimmy, another one of the OGs. Sylvie. Okay, I feel as if it's historical. And I want to go back to the 50s, you know, something like Mad Men. It's historical. Is it Mad Men that's about the advertising agency? I've seen a few episodes. I haven't watched it. But I'm not a binge watcher. It is Mad Men. Okay. Well, that's what I'm picking up, Sylvie. I'm not going to change it. I feel as if it's not Mad Men, it's an historical drama. Or it's a docudrama. And I feel as if it's opened your mind. See, that's a Mad Men card. from what I've seen, it's not. I know I'm picking up on something here, Sylvie, so I'm going to work with it. And Enzo, welcome in. I've got to work with it because this is like Da Vinci Code vibes. It's like very... Is there somebody... I don't watch much, so somebody else tell me. I'm more of a doer in life. Somebody else tell me, is there something out there that's more historical but it has religion in it somehow? Almost like I could, with the High Priestess coming up like that, I'm feeling like religion is part of it. Yes, within the past century. No, I'm not picking up on anyone else, Sylvie. I'm picking up on you. I feel as if standing up has been difficult this week. So just so we know I am picking up on you and no one else, I feel as if standing up has been difficult this week. No. Okay. I'm going to clarify with a different deck. Clarify with a different deck. I'm not picking up on somebody else. Either you've been in a particular hospital that has the old style nun nurses that used to be called sister. And yes, I do believe the Freemasons still call their nurses sister. So do Catholic places of healing. But I'm getting light bulb moments going off over your handle, Sylvie, so okay. Okay. No, that's okay. I'm just trying to figure out why I'm picking up this energy. As I said when I started, yes, I'm sure it's you. I know that you're not going to say yes unless it is. So I love that about you. But I am going to clarify with a different deck. So let me just do this. Okay. The last thing I actually watched was the last 24 hours of celebrities' lives. And the one that shocked me was Marvin Gaye. Okay. You're more worried about your money at the moment, Sylvie. High Priestess is the Sun. King of Pentacles is Queen of Wands. Okay. I feel as if the binge watching part came up because you're confused by someone in your circle, and I feel it's a new connection, a relatively new connection. The money thing is true. Are you confused about the behaviour of a relatively new connection? There you are. It is your read. I'm glad I did that for you, Sylvie, because I know you never say yes unless it is actually yes. I want to say you've gone into typical you hermit mode. When there's actual... You've got the sun twice. There's actual good stuff going on. But you've reverted to your typical withdrawing. And I feel you need to come out. There is... you know what I mean. High Priestess Hierophant. Yeah, there's a... You wanted a specific answer. I believe the money thing has something to do with the recent disconnect. It's like they saw you struggling and didn't step in, or they tried to step in too much. I'm going old school with this. Seriously, it's like, Jack York, help me out. Mad Men is typical, like, 50s behaviour, isn't it? I've only seen a few episodes, so... Yeah, they didn't step in. I want to say... I don't believe you actually asked. And unless you grow up in the same household, in the same local street where everybody remains in their house for the rest of their lives, common sense isn't a common thing anymore. So I feel as if you had asked, there would have been incoming. I feel as if the common sense you're thinking of is 50s, 60s common sense. And I feel the person in your life that, yes, they should have stepped up. I'll agree with you there. However, the common sense thing is not common anymore. Because we all come from different areas and we all grow up in different zones. Different levels of ethics. And I feel their level of ethic was very much look out for number one. Whereas your ethic is more community. Yeah, Enzo, that's right. Common sense has sadly become uncommon. But we've also got to stop and think for a while that we come from so many different backgrounds. We're no longer seeing each other in church every Sunday. We're no longer seeing each other at the same shopping strip during the week or on the weekends. Our culture and our individuality has taken over from that community vibe. Yeah, each culture has their own norms. But also, if you look at it even more micro than that, is when... Since planes were available, we're actually living and working in different parts where the internet, we're communicating with people that maybe didn't even grow up in our state. So the things that were once common aren't common anymore. But Sylvie, hopefully you can resonate with that. And I'm sorry it took me a little while to get there. I do feel as if you've got two suns in your read. I clarified, so you've got a sun from one deck and a sun from another deck. I feel as if whatever you're feeling now about the Pentacle situation, I see that turning around. And I also see you unhermiting. You're getting out and about again. And I feel you actually need it at the moment. Because it's like I went from happy to miserable in a split second. Thank you, Sylvie. And I don't mind it when you make me work hard, Sylvie, because I know you're never going to say yes unless I've got it. Now, I've even got my grotty cup that says, I'm through with love. Fortunately, there's still sex. No, it was gifted to me because I used to collect cups. Used to. Who collects cups anymore? Seriously, who collects cups anymore? Okay, Janine, you are next. And then I'm going to have to go for a walk. Collecting them, yeah, but now I'm drinking from them because I've broken my cups and everything else. Do you want the cup, Enzo? Okay, Janine. I feel as if you're regretting not taking up an offer. Just let me know if you can understand. Do you want the cup, Scorpio? Not really. Okay, my guide said, 10 minutes. You're trying to turn something in magic. And I want to say now that we're getting to the end of the 9 year, yeah, now we're getting to the end of the 9 year, we're starting to dream again. Yeah, the Hermit. How come so many people are hermiting and feeling like life has passed them by? Because you're ready to take action and it's like the world's not. And this is where enlightened people are struggling this year, is because they are ready to take action, but the world isn't. Someone's upset you when you did try to initiate something. I'm not picking up on quite what it is, Janine. 2 of Cups. It could be a romantic situation. Or a social situation. I feel as if somebody disappointed you when you tried to initiate. It doesn't have to be love, but someone disappointed you when you tried to initiate. Yeah. I feel they may have come back. And you're like, nah. The salamander, though, that's interesting. Yeah, but I feel like they may have come back. They haven't. Okay. Salamander. You've got the Two of Cups and the Lovers. There is someone in your sphere. And this is the Titanic Tarot. It does have two lovers. The person who disappointed you was very flaky in their communication. It's sort of like you'd ask a yes or no question and they wouldn't even answer it. I see somebody who is much more stable than that. Much more, this is what I want. Yeah. I see somebody else, a different energy. But their bluntness and their confidence makes you suspicious too. So be careful with your answers, because it's someone who's coming in and taking action with good intention. Have you met them already, the other person? Not in person. Not yet in person. I feel as if April may be their birthday. Can you understand being so over exchanging resumes? Yeah. Sorry, Janine. I'm talking about the dates where somebody's just asking you, do you own your own house? How much, where are you in your career? Are you boss energy, or are you, exchanging that sort of stuff? To me, that's materialistic. Yeah, it's like, I want someone that comes out with something really weird, but when they do, it shocks you. Because the person coming in is going to come out with, tell me about the last time you laughed. And you're not going to know whether it's true or not. So you'll keep talking to them and you will discover it is true. I feel like you've been talking to someone of a different nationality to you. And that's who I'm picking up on as this other person. A different state. That'll do me. Because I feel as if when you say a different state, I feel as if that state has don't write it off, Janine. That state has very different customs than what you're used to. Get them on the phone, have a voice call. I also feel it might be a state that encourages some sort of segregation. No, voice call. Yeah, a phone call. A voice call. Don't shy away from them. Video calls, on the other hand, if I'm in my PJs getting ready for bed and someone wants to have a video call, I'm like, nah. But a voice call, yeah, I'll speak to them on the phone. Some people are much more expressive properly in voice to voice than typing. And it's just one of those things that is different, as I was saying before, different depending on where you grow up. Yeah, then let them know that. It's like, be a little bit vulnerable and say, I'm more expressive in typing, but if you want to do a phone call, I'm more than happy. And if you are more expressive in typing than what you are in voice, keep a notepad and a pen beside the phone. It's like, you write down if you're more expressive in typing, you write it down. Well, that's up to you, Janine. I feel it's the one that is eager to get to know your character rather than your resume. Well, that showed up early, the April, so it showed up in the first one. So, yeah, I wouldn't worry about whether the recently cut ties with was born in April, but it does fit. So, but I'm talking the one that's wanting to get to know your character more so than your material possessions. To me, everybody is spiritual because everybody is human. So I can't answer that question, Janine. Not at this point anyway. But hopefully it gives you some clarity going forward. And if somebody wants to talk to you, talk to them. At least you know they're real and not a scammer. And you find that out pretty quick over the phone rather than typing. Do you know how many people that you meet online now are actually using AI to do the typing? Quite a few. So, yeah, you don't want to be talking to a bot. So get them on the phone, get their real voice, find out what they sound like. Because trust me, there's some people that I rub the wrong way. There's some people that can fall asleep to the sound of an Aussie drawl. So it works to your benefit as well. There you go. Then talk to them. Okay. You've fallen... Seriously. Oh, Janine, you want an oracle. Okay. I've got Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Law of Positivism, Magic of Unicorns, Energy and Spirit. Sign of the times seems to be a popular one today. Okay. Although I did like Shireen Oberg's one. Very philosophical. Very philosophical. There we go. That was quick. Distractions. Ah. Cloud. This is my favourite thing. Cloud animals. To distract myself. My guides were quick with that one. And just as I'm trying to find the actual page for Crystal Banner's interpretation, I heard a Paul Young song, and also recently passed, can't remember her name now. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from give and take and still somehow. It's life's illusions, I recall. Joni Mitchell. That's it. Joni Mitchell originally did that one, and Paul Young did another version. So Crystal Banner says about this card, looking up at a blue sky, you can easily find yourself lost with your head in the clouds. Just as easy to be mesmerized by clouds as they move serenely through the air. You could be allowing yourself to be distracted in your life and avoiding the matters that need your attention. These clouds represent the many things in life that are clouding your focus and causing confusion. Remain grounded as you process information, since it's easy to get in your head and overthink. Take time and process the information being provided to you. Avoid feeling overwhelmed. Allow your thoughts to come and go without trying to force the next step forward. This will assist you in remaining calm and truly thinking through all the subjects at hand. It is okay to have a lot on your mind and to be caught up in distractions. But balance is necessary to allow you to see clearly and prioritize. Yeah, I feel you're in that stuck energy where you want to keep communicating, but at the same time you feel like you've run out of things to say. And that's from a Janine standpoint, not from the other's standpoint. And hopefully, Janine, that resonates. I feel it does, because I feel like the more I think about something, the more confused I get. Well, there you go, Janine. Now I definitely have to go for a walk. Get the body moving a bit. And I will be back as soon as I can. Okay, I am back. Jay Carter, so you are up. Okay. And as always, if you get thrown to an ad, type in ad. Okay, hello, Jay Carter, so. Okay. I feel as if you're struggling to see the silver lining on a bad situation. As we all do. I'm not calling anyone out, it's just the energy I'm picking up on. Just a yes or a no. Then I'll turn over the cards. Okay, I don't need the whole blurb. I'm tuning into your energy. All I needed was a yes or no. You're struggling to see. How long have I been doing this, Jay Carter? So? Too many questions. Okay, we'll see what the cards tell me, but just say a yes or a no. Silver lining, the positive on negative situations. I don't do blurb readings, so that blurb I don't think I can remove it. No, I can't. Now that's thrown my intuition, Jay Carter, so. You'd been in my stream before, you know how I work. Silver lining, seeing the good in a negative situation. Now all I can do is pick up on your stress when it hasn't even been 24 hours. Thank you, Jack Yorkhawk. It hasn't even been 24 hours. And seriously, how many times... Ask yourself this. How many times have you opened a message when you haven't had the time to reply properly? I know I've done it. I've opened a message. I haven't had time to reply properly. And by the time I've had time, I've forgotten that I opened the message earlier. We've all done it. Yet... this is regret. You're sitting in the anxiousness of regret. It's like, this isn't proper. I have to walk away, but I don't want to. The Titanic Tarot actually shows this card a lot better because it shows somebody on the shores regretting or feeling bad that they missed the Titanic. And we all know what happened to the Titanic. In hindsight, would you actually be anxious or mournful that you missed the boat? Knowing what happened, would you be anxious or mournful having missed the Titanic? No, it sank, killing people. Let's see. You thought... I'm picking up the sense that you're feeling a little bit used. Yeah. Intuitively, I feel you know that this wasn't perfect. If you were honest with yourself, I feel intuitively you know this wasn't perfect. Yeah. Then why are you anxious about it? There's a little bit of place filler energy on both parts here. It's like better this than nothing. And I want to say, no, nothing is better. Because you don't get tied up with investing. Like if nothing's happening, you don't get tied up in investing, and I feel as though you're already invested. And I feel as though you know you have to leave it at that. If they answer, they answer. If they don't, they don't. And that's what I have for you, Jake Hardisay. I'm sorry I can't go into your blurb, but I do feel as if you already knew what I said. I do get the impression that you already knew what I said. Now, I've just got an urgent message that I have to Okay, it was just diary juggling. Blue Moss Dragonette, welcome in. And Jake Hardisay, I really do feel that you knew this yourself. Don't you just love diary juggling? Horse Drawn Portrait, you're up. And my energy levels are just going. I did start this off with, Karen's got no makeup, no nothing. Yes, you are Horse Drawn Portrait. Okay. I need the Neon Tarot. Because I'm picking up you're exhausted yourself. Just let me know if that resonates, Horse-Drawn Portrait. You're exhausted yourself with no energy to do the necessary stuff. You're wanting to take action on it, but you're just too exhausted. So just let me know yes or a no, Horse-Drawn Portrait. Okay, I'm going to have to do this. There we go. It is the problem. Okay, I feel as if responsibility, it is exhausting. But I feel as if the responsibility to do it is the problem, not the doing it. My guides are showing me an image of that Mary Poppins thing when you make chores fun, the chores get done. You would find it easier if there was some affection happening or some respect happening. But you're a little emotional at the moment. And I want to say, given... I was talking to someone about the planetary alignments going on at the moment, everything going on at the moment. It's like it triggers the emotions of sensitive people especially. But we've also got the planets aligning so that the people that aren't emotional are triggering us into emotionality. Queen of Cups, the Queen of Emotion, the Moon. You would like some more certainty in life at the moment. You're carrying everything on your shoulders. Not everything is yours to carry. Okay. And I do feel as if your self-talk is putting you down as a partner. It's almost like we don't go out anywhere because so-and-so is ashamed to be seen with me. And that's self-talk. It's not anything external. And I want to say it couldn't be further from the truth. Just look at it. The planets are aligned in a weird way at the moment. Once they realign themselves, things will start moving again. Because you're missing the contentment. I feel as though silence may be an issue at the moment. And trust me, I've been in a relationship where silence was the norm. But why are you taking... there's too many I's in that statement. Why are you taking on sole responsibility for it? Yeah, there's just a misalignment. You're still both reaching for the metaphorical star, But there's a misalignment at the moment. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing ships passing in the night. They barely... like, they see each other to sound the horn, but that's about it. I feel as if you need to start placing responsibility where responsibility lies. When I say that, I mean you feel excluded. Hopefully that makes some sense. I'm going to look at the next three. Yeah. Why is it that you're... why is it that this planetary alignment has actually brought out inner fears? It's like you've got inner fears, so you're stuck and nothing gets pushed forward. Yeah. But I feel the reason behind it is you taking on almost 100% of the responsibility. In your mind, you're taking on 100% of the responsibility. It's almost like if somebody came in and waved a magic wand and straightened a few things up, things would get done. Yeah, but Horse-Drawn Portrait, I had this discussion on the weekend only a couple of days ago. That the planetary alignment at the moment has us feeling stuck and emotional. Particularly those of us that are spiritually inclined or community inclined. So blame it on the planets. Sit back, blame it on the planets, and do what you can. Because do what you can is better than doing nothing. Just like me today, I was exhausted. And I wasn't even I was so exhausted, I wasn't even going to stream. And all of a sudden the words that a friend said on the weekend rung true. And it's like, do something, because something is better than nothing. No, don't think of it as past, present and future. Think of it as right now, right this second. Because in a week's time, it's going to be different too. Yes, there are some planets that are stuck there for 13 years, but we won't get into that. It's like 24 hours can make all the difference in the way we talk to ourselves. Where you had more initiative, your initiative was put into people. Where are they? See, we can go on philosophically with this question for a long time. You've got the star at the bottom of the deck. So I feel in the long run, this will pass. As I said, breathe through it and blame the planets. Because I do get it's more self-talk. More yeah. It's like you're putting yourself down. You may have had opportunities, but your initiative, similar to me, my initiative was on my health. My incentive, rather, was on my health. And do I regret doing that? No, I have to put my health first. So there you go, horse-drawn portrait. We can keep going round and round in circles, but it's just one of those times in our evolvement where we have to accept a little bit, as long as we're doing something. A little bit is enough. Because if we were to push ourselves, and trust me, after my accident, I did try and return to work. I pushed myself so hard that I made the situation worse. So you've got those considerations to also factor in. Is that if you actually got up and did more now, would you put yourself in a worse emotional situation? Very deep and philosophical. Very deep. But a lot of the readings today have been deep. And I'm putting that down to it being yeah, I'll put it down to the planets. Put it down to the planets. Which oracle would you like, horse-drawn portrait? I've got Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Law of Positivism, Magic of Unicorns, Energy and Spirit, or the 13th Oracle. Yeah, it's very much for introspections. January 2026. Choose for you. Okay. I'm feeling energy and spirit for you. Enzo's right. Because if, you know me, I'm not the astrologer. I do have friends who are. And the astrology is that 2026 is the year for new beginnings. So this is the clearing out phase of, and when I say clearing out, you don't have to actually physically clear out, because that can be your new beginning next year. And yet we're being very introspective and quite harsh on ourselves. And that's been the energy of November, being quite harsh on ourselves. So I feel as if peaceful self-talk will be your benefit, horse-drawn portrait. Talking to yourself peacefully, congratulating your little wins. And for me today, my little win was actually getting out of bed. And so what? If that's your little win, congratulate yourself for it. Don't you have those days, everyone, where just getting out of bed's an effort? Just getting out of bed's an effort. Up from the depths, realising difficulty. I feel as if This is meant for you, horse-drawn portrait. I'm going to try and get it in there. Because it's like you're lifting out of... Yeah, do look for little wins. And a little win can be, I got out of bed this morning. Yay! I'm all for celebrating little wins, no matter how little they seem to be. Because I feel like you really need that congratulations and that push forward. And this is by Sandra Ann Taylor. And it's Up from the Depths. Releasing difficulty. A woman rises from a dark, watery place, heading up stairs that lead to a brilliant, peaceful light. This card foretells of a time of great release for you. An all-consuming issue is about to be resolved, or at least it is moving in the right direction. This difficult experience may relate to ongoing hostilities at work, financial problems, or an unhappy situation. Perhaps the depths you're coming out of are profoundly personal. It is also possible you've been in a deep depression, dealing with chronic anxiety, or lost in an ocean of grief. Now, we don't have to have somebody pass for us to be in an ocean of grief. I can tell you now, that is something that I've experienced. Whatever the source or sadness or frustration, the light of divine love is shining down, healing the situation. Although there may still be remaining steps before resolving this problem, rest assured that a bright new beginning is near. And the affirmation is, I determine the direction of my life. I have the power to resolve any problem and live in my true strength and joy. Ooh, I actually should clip that. Shouldn't I? And I'm trying to clip it, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I determine the direction of my life. I have the power to resolve any problem and live in my true strength and joy. Okay, I've clipped it. Small wins are... Celebrate your small wins, because at the moment they are so hard to come by that just a small win. Like, no, I didn't put makeup on, but I managed to put the jewellery on. So, yay me. Find that in yourself, horse-drawn portrait. Okay, go away. I've just got to get something to go away, so give me a second. So, there you go, horse-drawn portrait. You're not the only one. It's struggle street at the moment, particularly towards the end of the year as we're pushing through that ending year. It's almost like the metaphorical giving birth. Think of it as that. If it feels hard, it's because it's the metaphorical giving birth. The rest will come. The rest will come. And for some reason my computer is going slow, so if there is delays in screenshots and stuff, bear with me. I'll fix it. I'll get there. Sinful. Hopefully Sinful is still here. I do have to check every now and again. Yes, you are. Welcome in. I know there was a bit of a rush to get in the queue. And it's like, if any day out of the year, I've got to start talking positively to myself, like I told Horse Drawn Portrait. Any day out of the year, a rush in the queue would be fine. Today, it's like, oh, you got to be kidding me. It's like my energy levels, I started off, Chad, welcome in. I started off with a protein shake and my old coffee mug, not even my special streaming coffee mug. So I was struggling to even get through the morning. And Sinful, you've got happy energy. You're moving to calmer times, and I feel that calmer times has already come in. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's like moving towards the light. It may not be drastic. It's very subtle movement forward. But you look back 6 months and you can see how far you've come. You're actually at a place now where it's peaceful, no drama, but you feel ignored. Because it's so peaceful and because there's no drama, part of you feels ignored. Don't do anything to shake it up, Sinful. Don't do anything to shake it up. I feel as if there's an expense that initially seems overwhelming, but when you look at the fact that you've got the money there to pay it, yeah, kind of boring. But this is where I'm so anti-internet. Getting people to understand I go off grid is really difficult because the release of serotonin, the release of dopamine, the release, everything our brain does naturally has all of a sudden been skew-iffed by instant gratification. And I should actually be back. Fingers crossed, eh? Fingers crossed. Hopefully I am back. Thank you. But what I'm picking up with this bill is initially it comes in and you gasp. But then you sit and reflect and realise you've got enough to cover it. You've got the perfect amount to cover it. Yeah. It's like there's no drama. And this is what I've been trying to say it in different ways on my streams for about a year now, is that boring isn't always bad. Boring is no drama. Boring is comfortable. Not having to worry, not having to stress. Boring is good. And speaking of karma, there's a person in your sphere that caused trouble about 12 months ago. You're going to witness karma in action. Someone who caused trouble about 12 months ago, you'll witness karma in action. I feel as if you can sense the very slight movements towards your dreams. Truth is starting to come out. Hard work's paying off. The up-down emotional has stopped. And you're starting to see how valuable you are. Instead of questioning how valuable you are, you're starting to see how valuable you are. And given the cards that I'm seeing, I feel as if a wish is being granted. A long-held wish is being granted. I hope so too, Sinful, because it's what I'm picking up. And I feel as if it has something to do with the bank balance. The bank balance had to be at a certain level before any action was going to be taken. Now it is, and now action is going to be taken. That sort of type of energy. Okay, let's see. Yeah. It's like all the work and effort is being rewarded now. And it's like you're no longer stressed. And that's uncomfortable. So don't let the stress be your discomfort. Trust me, don't let the stress be your discomfort. Thank you, Sinful. Okie dokie. Let's see who I've got next. Enzo. Suspicious username. Oh, you've missed out again. I had to close the queue. I'm actually totally exhausted. I'm spent today. It's like I was saying, I had to congratulate myself just for getting out of bed. Hello, Enzo. Oh, I haven't seen you for ages. Can you understand a high-profile venture? Self-care is important. I keep telling everybody in my stream it's important to them, so I have to practice what I preach. But Enzo, I feel something you did a little while ago. Oh, you're a uni instructor. But it's something you did a little while ago and it's paying off. It's big success. I know you used to do voiceovers. Is one of them being used now in a big campaign? I'm not sure why I'm picking up big success now. So, you'll be starting soon. Big success. The Sun. The Chariot. I feel as if did this news come in 8 days ago for you? 8 days ago. And I can virtually feel everybody in chat thinking, a uni instructor, it doesn't pay as well as everybody thinks. Seriously, it doesn't. I've done it. It does not pay as well as everybody thinks. Yet, okay, Wheel of Fortune, these are all major arcanas. This was meant to be. And there's a new romantic energy and you're not sure whether to pursue it. Yet, 4 major arcana out of 5 cards. This is a turning point. Oh, thank you, suspicious username. I just have to get... Look, the way my body moves, I went for a walk before and it was like I was walking on bubble wrap. That's what my bones are doing at the moment. Yeah, my bones sound like bubble wrap. No, you're supposed to laugh at that one, suspicious username. I tried to find a funny silver lining way of presenting it. And I did, and you go, oh. But yes, when I move, it sounds like bubble wrap. Okay, and so another major arcana. This is, you are going to take action. And so you are going to take action. I feel as if the person you're dealing with is very calming, almost to the point of timid, but they're not timid, they're just calming. They'll speak up for themselves if they have to, but they find that they don't have to. They're just peace, is what I'm picking up. They're balanced. They're not erratic in any way. They're... Yeah, headstrong, knows what they want, but isn't going to rock the boat just for the sake of creating drama. Yeah. You are going to take action with the Page of Swords. And this is a pivotal turning point in life for you, Enzo, with so many major arcanas popping up in your read. I've only had one other reading this year that, yeah, and you hate drama, so, but who doesn't? You know, I hate drama. But because in person I can be effervescent, some people associate that with drama, but it's like when I'm out in public, I'm a different person to when I shut my door at home. When I shut my door at home, I just want to relax. Yeah, but Enzo's been through the mill. Scorpio, seriously, Enzo's an OG from when I started streaming, 4 years ago now? 5 years ago? 5 years ago now. And drama plus, wouldn't you say, Enzo? And now you drama free. Drama free. I like the sound of that. It has been that long, Enzo. We're coming up to 5 years, so... because I'm now 50... I have to add up my years. No, my brain won't calculate at 59. Hi, Evelyn. Yeah. Actually, it's 6 since I started. Because I was 53, 54 when I started. I'm 59 now. So, well, I was on last week, Evelyn, but yes, I think you were there. Okay, guides. I had to ask my guides. Yes, 60 soon, so yeah, the older you get, I believe with Twitch you can turn on notifications to certain channels. I'm not sure if 100%, but I believe you can. They don't send out notifications to 100%. So that's where Twitch could do better. But it's still better than what's going on the other one. Now, Evelyn, can you understand having... I feel as if someone... Oh, phone starts now when I'm trying to hear. There's someone in family who I feel has asthma or TQV. Welcome in for the first time in the chat. I've had to close the queue early. It's all at the start of the VOD, so oh, I've got to make sure I've got the funds there to travel, Enzo. So I've got to start saving now, you reckon? But Evelyn, I feel someone around you has asthma. I'll start saving now for that wedding invitation, Enzo. I've got to get my passport. Haven't travelled much. Quite a few years. Okay. Can you understand someone in the spirit world whose anniversary would be close? Who passed away from asthma? You don't know. Okay, then make a call to your brother. Find out if your brother's okay. I'm not saying your brother's in the spirit world. Do not put words in my mouth. I'm not saying that. But I feel it runs in the family, and I feel it runs on Dad's side of the family. Okay. You're up in your head at the moment. You've put in hard work. I'd love to see you in chat too. But Evelyn, I feel like you're in your head at the moment. You've put in the hard work, but it's like, is it enough? And you're asking yourself that question. I want to say, yes, it is. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if brother links into this. There's some sort of engagement, anniversary, marriage. I swear it's a spirit person. There's some official celebration coming up. Evelyn, I can't shake it. Okay, this is one where I feel my guide has taken the read, so I'm not going to change what comes through. You feel stabbed in the back at the moment, though. It's like You're up in your head, stabbed in the back, but you've got good cards. It's like, enjoy the small moments. Who was the saint of little things? I think it was... Yeah, but why are you so stressed about the holidays when I actually get good? Oh, come on. I went to Sunday school. I did my first communion confirmation, Bible studies. I was baptized. Saint Marie Therese, I think, was the saint of little things, like little blessings. She did little chores, and she said every time she did the little things, she was more in touch with God. And you're just a stressed person. Then I wouldn't worry too much about the holidays. If you do have people coming, it will be a celebration. I feel people are gathering around you rather than you traveling to someone. Okay. Then I would escape out of your head somehow. And trust me, Evelyn, I know you have no reason to trust me. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I've actually been on stream almost crying, if some people can remember that, because of where I am. So I do understand the stress that comes with it and also the cost. But I do feel people are traveling toward you. So keep an eye out for the next week, because seriously, these 5 cards, Evelyn, aren't a long-term read. Yes, people are traveling to you. Maybe 1 or 2 people, it may be small at the start. I do feel as if you're noise overloaded. Whatever that is for you. I just heard it. And just give me a second. You're tense, and whenever a noise happens, you're hyper vigilant. Just give me 1 second. Whoops. Yes, that's me coming in. Yeah, and I feel as if you're actually losing sleep over it. But I feel that sleep is now settling. There you go. I feel as if there's a gratitude part of yourself that's come in. That you've started looking at what you can be grateful for. And what's in your control and what's out of your control. I feel once you look at what you can be grateful for, sleep will come. Mwah. Hopefully, Evelyn, I'll keep everything crossed. I will send you cyber hugs that you get what you wish for. Because I'd hope you'd do the same for me, because I think we've got the same wishes. Blue Moss Dragonette. You're welcome, Evelyn. And Blue Moss Dragonette was an OG mod. Now, happy to say, very own streamer. Okay, now, Blue Moss Dragonette, have you got a family argument going on that you want to stay out of? This is weird. There's sort of like a family debate going on that you just want to walk away from. Look, I feel it's trivial, and I feel you know it's trivial. So walk away from it. You don't have to engage in it. It's like they'll sort it out amongst themselves. Someone's pride is hurt, put it that way. That's all it is. Someone's pride got hurt and they've caused drama. And okay. I want to say they want what you have because they don't have it. It could even be a younger sister. Yeah, they want what you have. And I want to say the person that in the family drama that's happening, they're taking it to social media. It's like it's ridiculous. To me, a 16-year-old would do that. A 16-year-old would do it. But this person's older than 16. Yeah, they want what you have. It's like they're crying. The family people are crying, poor me. And it's like, you don't even know what poor is. Yeah, people don't see the work. They don't. Oh, I know it's crazy, right, Blue Moss Dragonette? You're a content creator. I'm a content creator. Nobody sees the work that goes in when you're not streaming. It's like... It's also like nobody sees the 9 years I spent at university to get the knowledge I have. Nobody sees that I spent from the age of 19 to now publicly demonstrating my mediumship. Nobody sees all of that. They only see the 5 minutes that I'm on screen. And it's only for what they want. Although I am so blessed, I have such an awesome following here on Twitch that I'm keeping my promise. As long as the electric gets paid, I'm turning up every Tuesday. Well, it's Tuesday in Australia anyway. Yeah, but you had to experience the struggles as well as the rewards. But nobody sees, they just see the end result. They don't see. And I feel you're going through this now, and it's jealousy. You've got all good cards, don't get me wrong, they're great, but I'm picking up that someone's jealous of it. And I do feel it's a younger female relative. Or future relative, if you want to put it that way. But there's also people that never see how you've pulled yourself, like I'm talking about myself here, how you've pulled yourself up from despair and a life that didn't seem value to create something beautiful. So pat yourself on the back, ignore the crazy people. Because I do feel as if the family infighting is jealousy. I've known many people in my travel through life who have had virtually nothing. And they've had, one guy comes to mind, had misaccusations, was innocent, and has actually pulled themselves up to create something beautiful. And they deserve to be admired. And yet I have seen how others treat this person, and it's like, you weren't there putting in the work. That person was. So give yourself a pat on the back. And that's what I have for you, Blue Moss Dragonette. But yeah, when I got that they were taking it to social media, I want to say whoever it is that I saw wore, how can I say this, probably fashionable clothes or was scantily dressed, posting on Instagram. And it's like, your character isn't how much flesh you show. It really isn't. But if you can relate to that type of energy, Blue Moss Dragonette, you know who I mean now, don't you? The queue is empty. Oh. Thank you all so very, very, very much from the bottom of my heart. Because today's been a bit of a struggle for me. Yes, it's just one of those low energy days. Low energy days. So I'm just going to view and see if there's anyone virtually worth rating. Oh yeah. Nah. Let's see. I've got to do this because it's my thing. Okay. I just like the look of somebody, so we'll see if we can raid them. Some people don't like the raids, so and they've turned it off. But we'll see how we go here. It's someone I've never seen streaming before. So we'll have a look. And I will see you all next week. Bye for now.